Alright. So Loki had a really good session earlier with my other client, and 3 of her dogs got to run and play. Did some longer range recall and name recognition, and now we're just back at home practicing that as well. So we're going to do 2 different environments on the long lead here. Just going to use this one so that way he can get a little bit further away. Gonna let him hit the tension on the end of the lead, see if he responds. Yes. See if he comes back on his own. And I'm just holding. Good boy. Good boy, Loki. Very good. So it'll be important when you're practicing certain things to really try to concentrate on what you're practicing, or really recognizing it. So right there, it was just the leash pressure that he responded to. Didn't say his name or anything. Same with this one here. Locking the lead. Go. Good boy. It's just a little bit of leash pressure there to keep us from getting wrapped up around the pole. Letting him go all the way out. Got distracted by the sound of a dog playing with a squeaker toy. Good boy. Yes. Okay. Came back all on his own. Good job. So on this walk, I'll just be doing a multitude of different things. We'll do either leash pressure, of course, for boundary and safety wise, name recognition, recall, and then just rewarding him for when he checks back in on his own. I'll try to point out before each time which one I'm doing, and we'll just see if we can get all this in one long continuous take, so there's not any editing or short trials. Good boy. Yes, very good. Up here. Good job. Don't like the milk bones as much as the freeze-dried treats. Alright, let's go. Good boy. That's how you'll also know if he has a preference on things. Trying out different treats, different proteins, different flavors to see what he responds best to. Good boy. Good job. Okay. And as I was walking and talking there, he hit the end of the leash. He stopped all by himself, turned around, and came back. So all I had to do was just give him praise and recognition for it, and then I just offered him a treat as well. Just want to try to positively reinforce that behavior as much as possible, because if he enjoys checking in and coming back, he'll want to do it more often, which means it'll also make it easier when we actually need him to do it, for him to be able to accomplish that task. Now I'm going to try to preload a treat. He at the end of the lead. See if he checks back in on his own. Yes, good boy. Perfect. Good job. See if he'll sit for the treat on his own. Good boy. Perfect. Good boy. Alright, let's go. Good job, big guy. This will be good because we'll have distractions there. Kids and the parents. I'll end up running out of leash right around here. Now there's actually no tension on the lead. He just stopped himself. Good boy. Very good. Good job, big guy. Gonna tighten the leash so he can't go too far into somebody else's place. But if he wants to go here on the side, then that's fine. Same here. And just stop leash pressure. There you go. Good boy. Hey, how you doing? Good. Okay, so here's another opportunity to practice with him here. Nice wide open field. Now before he hits the end of the leash, I'm going to go ahead and use his name. See if he gets, let's see he's back around. Yeah, okay. Good boy. Good boy. So he felt the pressure of the leash and he just stopped, caught back up to him. Use this leash for a longer range recall. Support though if you do use it to be mindful of traffic in the area. That way he doesn't go chasing after a car coming by because he sees a squirrel. Letting him kind of sit through all these distractions. Gentleman there to the mail, car, redirecting back to me. Very good. And walk a little bit. And say his name. Loki. Yes, good boy. Perfect. Good job, big guy. Good. Let's go. That time I know he responded directly to because the leash said once. Didn't make any additional sounds. I didn't move. So that was really good. And it's good to be able to practice multiple different things. The leash pressure will of course come in handy when you're on walks. His name will come in handy if you're at the dog park or in the home. And just letting him smell and explore. If he hits the end of the leash, I'll use a combination of leash pressure and or to bring him back and come back to the zone. I'll let him know he did a good job as well. So you can clearly tell there that he's kind of tracking, right? He's got his nose to the ground, sees the kid up front, hits the end of the lead. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Perfect. Very good. Good boy. Same thing here. Hit the end of the lead. He's got the kids there. Yes, good boy. This way, big guy. Yes. Wait. 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 Loki. Good. So you started overshooting there. So instead of using the leash pressure, used his name. Get his recovery back. And refocus. Boy. And then we're walking again. Especially whenever possible. I want to try to let him get out as much of the ability to smell things and move around to get it out of his system as much as possible. You're never gonna completely get those things out of a dog's system, but it helps to temper it a little bit if he does get to use his nose more often, and you're not just constantly keeping him away from everything that's interesting to him. Makes it so he's more likely to respond and appreciate it when he gets to enjoy his freedoms. He's doing well, walking slowly with me here. Might have to, yeah, there we go. Alright, so maybe there'll be a small edit where we just stop to and pick up his poo here, and we're gonna walk back to the station. Just let him hang out for a bit. Deciding on whether I want to use his name. Oh, there you go. Looks like he might be checking back in on his own. So what I'm gonna do now, since he's not really going anywhere, I'm gonna start walking. And as soon as he starts to follow, yes, good boy, I'm gonna give him that praise. Good job, big guy. And that's without any leash pressure or saying his name. Just noticing that he is paying attention and waiting for me. Good boy. Good boy, this way. Good job. So while we're out walking and working on these things, I'm just trying to take note of anything that, you know, we want to kind of pay attention for, be mindful of. Stay. Stay. Loki, come. Good boy. Good listen. And just kind of work on things as we go. Have natural distractions there. This person will be coming out of the car. Because I want him to get used to seeing people and not going to the right way, but redirecting back to me. Gonna hold that leash pressure. Good boy. Make sure he's staying on his own. There he is. Good boy. He starts to move because of the car. No, still doing good, holding on his own and coming back on his own. Good job, big guy. Good boy. Yes. Good job. No, but he could probably be one. Thanks. Thanks. He's a good guy. Say thank you. Thank you. The neighbors say he could be in a show. I can agree with that. Good boy. Same here. Gonna let him run out of lead. Hit the end. Good boy. Going this way. And then just start walking in the right direction, and he's following. Perfect. Good job. Now to micromanage him a little bit so we don't get tangled up in these trees. Gonna press the button there once. Squeeze us in between these two trees here. Good boy. There you go. Back out the other side. Let him go until he runs out of lead. Yes, good boy. Why? Yeah. When he's excited and chewing on the leash. Wait. Good. Kind of fell back and then that went off. Kind of on the hill button. Right? So purposefully letting him wait, get excited, enticing him to jump up. Good. Very good. There you go. So practicing that patience with him. Letting him fail, letting him recover. Because he knows he should sit to get treats, and he knows to not jump on people as well. So giving him that exercise without the command prompt, so he has to think about what he should and shouldn't be doing, and then just rewarding accordingly. Good boy. So this will be more of a looser leash. Gets to smell, gets to run around, kind of have fun. Recall exercise, redirection and name exercise. And then later on this evening we'll record a session of a little bit more of like just a formal practice drill with leash pressure and redirecting. Okay, just pressing the lead there so you can't keep going that way. Letting the leash run out. Good boy. Loki. Good. Almost. Good. Good boy. Just don't want him to go out into the street. Okay. So, no pressure on the lead. His nose is in the ground. See if we'll be able to recall through his nose here. I think he's gonna come back on his own. Good boy. That works too good though. Good job. Using the lead there. Let it go. So I'm just trying to concentrate on using momentary pressure for him to help guide him and where he shouldn't go, and then telling him where he should go while he's paying attention to me. Using that leash pressure there. Good boy. Good way. Yeah, you can't just go running across the street, silly. Yeah. Silly. Good boy up here. Okay. Loki. Almost. We're gonna practice one more time. Good boy. Wait. Try again. Start walking. Loki. Good boy. Good weight. Good. Car's coming in. Just making sure. Still holding. Good boy. Very good. Good boy, Loki. Good job. We're gonna actually go this way, okay though? Good job. Okay. So there's that very distinct difference of doing something for him and prompting him or helping him to do something himself. So the first couple times there, we had to use the leash pressure to help do something for him. The last time we used the verbal cue, just his name, to get his attention, ask him to wait, so that way he did it himself. Okay, so same thing here. Right, we don't want him to get wrapped around that tree, so I'm going to lock the lead here. Good boy. He can't go any more forward that way, so he comes back around. I'll let the leash pressure off. So I only use the leash pressure when I need it, and I release any pressure when I don't need it. It's a little bit easier here because we have a lot more room to work with, whereas with a standard 6 foot to 8 foot leash, you'll have less room to work with. but all the ideas are still the same. So if I wanted to practice with his name, I would still say his name before the end of the leash. If I wanted him to respond and get used to leash pressure, I would just hit him at the end of the leash. So right here, he's got his nose to the ground. There's no pressure on the leash. Loki! And then just kind of ignore that and carry it on. Right? Too excited. Okay, we're gonna try that again. So distractions in the front, distractions on the ground. Might be too much for him. Also might have been too far. So we're gonna control as many of those variables as we can. The main one here is gonna be probably his nose. Good boy. So if his nose is in something or his eyes are attached to something, it means that his name has to be strong enough to pull him through those things for him to respond to us. All right, so right now he's following his nose. Gonna wait for these cars to go by and we'll try again. Sorry, Loki. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, so one more time. Nose is on the ground. Loki. Yes, good boy. There you go. So all the variable I changed that time was distance. I was right next to him when I said his name and he had just started sniffing on the ground. So now, to see if we can make it a little bit better, I'll be a little bit further away. Kind of let him smell on the ground a little bit more, hopefully from this distance. There we go. And maybe mark something. Yeah. Alright, so maybe right here. Loki! So already too far. Cutting distance in half. Gonna hold the leash there. Gonna pull back, try again. There you go. Loki. A little late. He just finished sniffing. Moved his head up. So we'll try again. Alright, there you go. His nose on the ground. Use the leash pressure here. Still following his nose. So you can kind of see also when he's that stuck on something, it takes him a moment. Gonna let loose the pressure. Good boy. And get back on the nose there. Now try his name again. Loki. Yes, good boy. Yes. Come on, big guy. You got it. Come here. Come. And then back onto his nose again. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Okay. Now we'll try again. He's also got the person walking there as a distraction. Good boy. So that person being in his visual line of sight and moving is able to get his attention even though there's all these smells here on the ground, right? Just because of his own curiosity and also because it's a moving object that he sees in front of him. Good boy. Job. So he's just holding there. He's not running towards the person. He's not coming back this way. He's not smelling the ground. boy. Yes, good job, big guy. Good boy. Alright, let's go this way. We're going to try to get onto the scent again. And we'll practice just pulling his attention from the ground with his name. Looks like we'll have to probably stay pretty close to him at first, and hopefully he'll get better as time goes with practice. If not, we can also do things like combining leash pressure when we say his name to give it that physical impact as well, and then wean back off of it after he becomes more responsive again. But for now, just gonna try to wait for him to get his nose back on the ground and then call for his attention using his name. You can tell even in this environment where there's people kind of few and far between that it's really distracting for him. So try to keep that in mind when we go places like shopping centers, dog parks, downtown, where there's going to be even more stimulation that we're going to have to be going up against for his attention. Alright, good. So he's got his nose on the ground. Loki. Yes, good boy. Good job. So he spotted there. We were pretty close. Try again. With training, we want to try to make it as easy as possible for him to succeed at first, then make it harder so that way he can kind of develop those skills, then make it harder, and then at that point when it's too hard, you need to make a conscious decision to take a step back, find out why he failed, and try to practice that. That way we can get him to be a lot more successful. Nose on the ground. I'm a little bit further away. Loki. Not good enough, maybe? Let's see. Nose on the ground. Yes, good boy. Just comes back in on his own. Okay. So one more time. Gonna move back. He noticed me moving back. I'm just gonna be further away while his nose is on the ground. You're gonna follow me now, big guy? Boy. Okay, that works too. You go ahead. Here, I'll try to walk somewhere new for him to get distracted again and slipping on the ground. Good boy. Alright, so not trying to use leash pressure, so trying to make sure the leash is nice and loose. Nose is on the ground. Oh, back in the air. Back up, almost. Almost. There we go. Loki, yes, come here. Come here, bud. Good boy, yes. Good boy, there you go, good job. Right, perfect. So we were further away, his nose is on the ground. He responded to our name, or to his name, on the first try. And then what I did there was I enticed him to continue following and feel good about his response by making it into kind of that fun game. Good job, big guy. Good boy. I'm giving him treats as well. Good job. Good boy. Getting distracted by the dog barking. All right. Now, we're gonna try that one more time going back in. Got a bunch of dogs over there. Good boy. Leash is nice and loose. Getting pretty far up there. Checking out the stick. Nose back on the ground. No pressure on the lead. Oh, he stopped. There we go. It's okay. We're a little close. I'll try to keep walking, see if that scent keeps capturing him. That'll be good. Oh, almost. Good boy. Slowing down for leash pressure. He's got a little kid running, seeing if he'll want to run with him. So getting ready to lock the leash if necessary. Good boy. Doing well, just holding all on his own. Good job, big guy. Lock in the lead. Okay, good boy. Nose on the ground. Definitely checking out different scents. Probably gonna key. Okay. Okay. Holding the leash pressure. Good boy. So hit the leash again. Looking back again. Good. Slowly walking back up to him. So he's holding. Good boy. Getting excited again. Running out of lead. Ran out of lead. Checking back. There you go. Catching a scent much closer. Perfect. This will be good. Clearly see when he's smelling something. And then move by. Okay. Perfect. Now we'll try to turn him back around with it. Loki. Right, so not strong enough. Gonna try to cut the distance in half. Loki. Good. Turn and look. Would have taken that opportunity to call him back, but he went back to the traffic there. And also, I want him to have his nose on the ground when I call him back. So we'll try again. So this is a very structured exercise, as opposed to when we're just walking and I just randomly call his name. And what I'm really trying to work on here with him is him pulling himself out from his nose when he hears his name. Seems to be better at it when you're closer by, and then even when you're not too far away, it's already too difficult for him. So you can kind of see why he may not respond so well if he's across the field at a dog park, where there's not only all that distance for all the other smells, but all the other distractions with the dogs and such. And go ahead and follow him. And for his nose to be on the ground. There we go. He's interested in that. Loki. Yes, good boy. Come. Yes, good boy. And all the way back in. Yes, good job. Right? You kind of saw how hard that was. I got his attention, and just before I lost it back again from what he was interested in around his nose, started moving backwards quickly, inciting that kind of drive to chase and to play. And then as soon as he started to drift from that, I used leash pressure and that eye contact to get him the rest of the way in. Okay, leash pressure. Hold. Good boy. Release. Good. Good job, big guy. Leash pressure. Release. Good boy. Hey, how you doing? Hi. That's cool. Good boy. Wait. So he starts pulling to go in. Wait. And just holding leash pressure till he gives up. Okay. Found something else to be interested in. Maybe a car ride. Wait. And this is just because I know that he wants to try to go in. And that's what his interest and focus is. So just working on disrupting it with the leash pressure. Giving him the time to give up. Just holding. Good boy. Wait. 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 Right? So giving them commands. There you go. Now he's waiting on his own. Good. Good boy. Good wait. Sec. Wait. Wait. Okay. Not holding him back. He's holding himself. Good. So the difference between helping him, teaching him. Okay, good boy. There you go. Good job, big guy. Okay. Loki. Yes, good job. Sit. There you go. Alright. So a little slow to respond, but at least he still responded after all, through all the spells there. Good boy.